You're listening to the Traffic and Conversion Show. I'm your host, Michelle Fernandez, and today I am debunking common misconceptions in the world of online business and provide you with accurate information to help you create predictable, profitable growth in your business. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Today, we are diving headfirst into the myths surrounding the pursuit of sustainable business growth in this whole online realm, right? So, myth busting time. Let's get it started. So, myth number one is just go viral, right? Well, virality, I don't know how to pronounce that. Going viral isn't a strategy, right? It's basically a lottery. Relying on one viral hit is just not sustainable. Think about those one hit wonders, right? It's like, oh my gosh, that song was so great. And then you never heard from them again, right? Well, think about them and what that did to their career, right? And their income that's coming in. Predictable growth requires consistent effort and strategy. It's a common misconception that all you need is that one magical viral video or post to really propel your online business to success. But the reality is that going viral is more like you're more likely to win the lottery, right? Sure, it happens to some, but it's not a reliable growth strategy. So, to achieve predictable, profitable growth, you need to focus on consistent effort and a well thought out strategy in order for you to do that. Now, that might mean creating regular content, engaging with your audience, and of course, nurturing relationships with your customers over time. So if you heard what I said and you're like, Michelle, I already know this. Yes, because those are your basic marketing tools and strategies and efforts, right? Or tactics, if you want to say that word, because that is what it takes marketing wise to grow. There's really just no getting around it, right? As much as we want to take the shortcut to get places, we really need to do these things. Okay, myth number two, all traffic is good traffic. Well, the reality is it's quality over quantity. So it's about attracting the right audience that will actually convert, not just a passerby on the internet. Okay. I was working with one of my clients the other day and we were looking at the ad stats and this cost per lead. And they're like, oh, and this audience and oh. And I'm like, okay, now that we got this data, let's look at the data of which of those audiences converted, because even though this audience might be costing you less money, whether we're talking males versus females, right? Or combining both together. Maybe it's a certain interest or behavior that you're comparing to. I want you to take it one step further to now see, okay, of all those males versus females, or, this interest versus that interest came in, which ones were the buyers? Because I would rather spend all day long more money for that lead to come in because I know they are more likely to turn into a sale. Okay. Is this making sense? Because it's tempting to believe that more traffic always equals more sales, but that's not necessarily true. It's not about getting just another random visitor to your website or on your social media platforms or signing up for your webinar, right? It's about attracting the right audience who is really genuinely interested in what you have to offer. And the key is to target your marketing efforts towards that ideal customer of yours and really understanding their needs and provide the value that resonates with them. So quality traffic is more likely to convert into paying customers, which is what ultimately drives that profitable growth. All right, myth number three, throw money at ads and you'll grow. Well, the reality is without a well thought out funnel and strategy, you're just really burning your cash, right? An effective ad spend needs a direction and needs a purpose. So the allure of paid advertising, right? It's like, I hear it all the time, especially when I was running ads. It was like that. okay, I really know that I need to do this because the fastest growing businesses are using ads to, especially Facebook ads, to grow their business. And then you got the other side is like, oh, I don't want to part with my money. I don't have the resources, or every time I do, I'm just wasting money, right? Well, we know that paid traffic is a powerful tool. However, simply throwing simply throwing money at the ads without this clear plan is just a recipe for disappointment, right? An effective advertising requires a well-structured funnel and a strategic approach to get people into that funnel. So the way I look at really, especially paid advertising, is we're looking to drive demand for a specific offer. Okay. So when we're looking at the funnels, remember I say there's several funnels, right? You have your traffic funnel, then you have your your landing page or whatever that funnel looks like. Then you have your sales funnel, right? Then fulfillment, your email, your text, all of those are funnel, right? We're trying to get them in and get them to go down all together. So before diving into, okay, what am I going to spend on my ads? It's essential for you to define your target audience, set those clear objectives, and create the funnel that guides the potential customers from awareness all the way through conversion. Okay. So without you having all these elements in place, your ad budget just might go to waste. Okay. Myth number 4, you need to be everywhere, right? If they see me everywhere, what I heard somebody say the other day, I want to be like a virus. I want people to see me and they're catching me everywhere, right? Well, in reality, it's better to master one platform than to be mediocre in many. Okay, so focus on where your audience hangs out the most. So, in today's marketing world, digital marketing world, it's easy to feel the pressure to be on every social media platform and marketing every channel available. But spreading yourself too thin can actually lead to those mediocre results, where then you start feeling disappointed, like, oh, Google ads don't work, or oh, Facebook doesn't work, right? We need to think big picture, have those pieces in place on one platform. So it's better to focus on mastering one or a couple of platforms where you really dial in on that target audience, where they spend most of their time, and really concentrating your efforts. What happens is you start to create more impactful content. You are starting to engage with your audience more effectively, and you really are building a more stronger online presence on that platform. Master that, then you could go to the next. And then eventually you can be like these 8, 9 figure earners, right? That are everywhere. Okay. All right. So myth number 5, grow equals more sales. Ooh, hoo, hoo. The reality is, while sales are so great and it's fun to see, my husband also has a side gig, and I just love seeing him there because it's like a game, right? It's actually rubbed off on me, where it's like, okay, how many more people can I help? How many more sales can I make? And it becomes fun, right? However, the real growth also factors into your customer retention, upsells, and referrals. So, of course, sales are a crucial component of business growth. I'm not saying to not do sales, because we do need that steady flow of new leads and sales coming in. However, it's essential to recognize that the true growth extends beyond that initial transaction, right? So we're looking at the sale does not end in the transaction, it ends in the transformation. And I don't even want to say it ends in the transformation, it just continues in the transformation. Because building a sustainable, profitable business really involves retaining your customers, encouraging upsells and cross sells, right? And fostering a loyal customer base that refers others to your products or services. It's not just about one-time transactions anymore, right? I want you to shift your thoughts and say, okay, I'm looking to create long-term value of my customers. Listen, growth is not just about tactics, it's about a holistic strategy, really understanding your audience, the customer journey that they're on, and the continuous how do I say, continuous optimization. So continuously optimizing so you can scale. All right. Well, cheers to building a sustainable, profitable business with a very solid foundation and squash those myths out there. I appreciate you so much for being here with me today. Until next time, let's grow your business together.